Hello and welcome to Wanna Brawl, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about a new update that's come to Brawl Stars, and that involves customizable control settings, which has been a long awaited feature for Brawl Stars and it's finally come to the game. Now there are two ways to access the customized control section, and one of the ways is to look at the top right of your screen on the main menu after you've loaded up your game. So if you go ahead and tap on that and then go to settings, it will bring you to this settings menu, and then you can click in the top right on edit controls, which will bring you to the training cave, and here you can edit your controls basically. So in the bottom left is the joystick where you can move, which should usually be there, and then on the right is your gadget, super and main attack button. You can just move these around in whichever way you want. So say if I wanted my super up there, I don't know why you would have that, but you can move them however you want basically. You can also make them smaller and bigger. Say you have bigger fingers or smaller fingers, or a bigger device or a smaller device, then you may want to resize your controls to make them bigger or smaller. So if you move your controls about and you're not quite happy with them, then you can always reset them by pressing the button at the top, and this will just reset the controls to their default. Or if you make a mistake, then you can always press reset. Now another weird thing you can do is switch your attacks to the left and swap the movement to the right. Now for players who have played a long time like me, I wouldn't recommend doing this because it would just feel completely weird having the movement on the right and the attacks on the left. It just feels so unnatural, especially as most games on mobile or even on like a controller you'd use the left stick to move, and then on the right you'd use that to look around or attack. So it just makes more sense having it the default way than having it like this. Unless you are someone who does prefer it like this, then that option is available to you. Now I've heard that a lot of people, including me, have been having this problem since the introduction of gadgets, where they accidentally tap gadget instead of attack, or they accidentally attack when they want to use a gadget, or if people accidentally waste their super when they want to aim with a normal attack. It does happen. But now you can move things about to move them further away from each other if you don't want them closer together. For example, you can move the gadget button away from your main attack, you can move your super away, you can even make the gadget button a little bit smaller so you don't accidentally tap on it. Same with the super, you can make that smaller, maybe make your main attack bigger. And just make things further apart from each other so you have better control, and if you're not feeling it you can always reset and just have the default. Now another thing, you could also move your gadget button to the top corner or just anywhere else on the screen where you're least likely to accidentally tap it. It may make it harder to access it when you're playing in the game, so it might not be for you, but you could always put it here as well and make it smaller. It just depends how it feels for you and your preferences. So for me, I'm going to make my gadget button a little bit smaller, move my attack button to the right a little bit, move my super to the left away from my main attack, and let's just press save and give that a go. And so as you can see, we're just in the training cave and you can just have a feel around. I don't actually have Shelly's gadget yet, so you can just have a feel around, have a shoot, use your super and just see how it feels and whether it's comfortable for you. So another way to access the customized control section is to tap on any brawler and press try as you would to get into the training cave. So for example, I'm going to use Frank, and once I'm in the training cave, at the bottom it will say edit controls, and you can just do the same as you did before and edit from there and just have a feel around. So you can move things around just like you could before. You can move your gadget button about, and once you feel that you're happy with it, you can press save and have a feel for it again until you're comfortable. So here you can just have a feel around and see if you like it, and then if you're not feeling it, you can just press edit controls and change things around again until it feels comfortable. Then when you're done, you can just press exit and it'll bring you straight back to the main menu where you started, and it will save like this in games, and hopefully it will improve your ability in the future and you won't be accidentally pressing the gadget button or using a main attack when you want to use your super, or accidentally using your super. Okay, so here you can see me just getting into a game with Frank. I'm using my edited controls. I've got my smaller gadget button, I've got my bigger main attack button on the right, and I've got my super button a bit further to the left so I don't accidentally press it. Same with the gadget button, so I don't accidentally press that too. And I've got my move button a little bit bigger, but I haven't really had problems with that before, but I just decided to try it out. As you can see, the controls that I've edited are working in game and seem to be doing well, so I would recommend giving it a go and just seeing how it feels, and you should hopefully see improvements in your gameplay. So I'm just going to let the rest of this game play out and then sign off. So I hope you found this useful, and thank you for watching.